This morning, there are some lingering questions about President Trump's COVID-19 diagnosis and the effect that it's going to have on the next presidential debate, also on the November election. And we're bringing in right now former State Senate President Mike Haridopolos. Good to see you. How are you?
Very well, Amy. Good morning.
Good morning to you. So, Mike, let's start with this. White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows saying on Saturday that the president's condition had become worse, that there were some mixed messages from the team over the weekend. There were even some rumors that the president was very upset with Mark Meadows because he released that information.
Well, nothing new there. But it seems like every day there's some kind of controversy coming out, and that's just been that part of the Trump presidency in general. But the good news is, as you just reported, is that today most likely he's going to be leaving Walter Reed. Like so many others, the good news is that you contract this terrible virus, the likelihood of you turning the corner, getting better is over 99%. Let's hope the same thing will hold true for our president and, of course, our first lady. But as we've all seen together, Amy, 2020 has been a chaotic year. It's an unexpected year, and I think the chaos will only continue this last about 1 month before the election day with the vice presidential debate coming up. It's going to add another wrinkle to this crazy election year.
Mike, what did you think of the parade last night outside of Walter Reed? It was short, but he took a lot of heat from people about it.
Well, I think that's what the president's used to, is taking a lot of heat. As we know, the media is not the most friendly group to him in general. He's trying to show his appreciation for those who are praying for him and rooting for his, of course, improved condition. But it's going to be just par for the course. We are in the meat of the political season. It doesn't matter what Donald Trump does or Joe Biden does. Their critics will yell out as loud as they can saying he's wrong, or another case, Joe Biden's wrong. It's just part of the political process. But I think the good news is that on Wednesday, you're going to see two really good debaters. Kamala Harris, of course, is a person who gained some fame from the Kavanaugh hearings just a couple years ago. Of course, the other one is Mike Pence, who's a former governor, former congressman, of course, sitting U.S. Vice president. I think you're going to see a more controlled debate. It's going to be a truly policy debate, as each is going to take that stand like we had hoped the presidential debate would do last week.
We saw some recent polling this morning that showed Joe Biden fairly ahead of the president. It was by double digits in this latest poll. It was an NBC Wall Street Journal poll. But that poll was done before the president contracted coronavirus. Do you feel like the polling could change, that he will maybe garner some sympathy from what he's been through over the last couple of days?
I think there'll be some of that, but people vote for who they think will be the best president, and that's why these debates are so important. Again, I was disappointed like you were last week in the debate, which really materialized into a lot of nothing. I think, again, that's why the VP debate is so important. The polling that I've seen, I think from more recent polls in the competitive states like Florida and Georgia, North Carolina, Michigan, et cetera, has about a 5-point race, and the president has to make up that gap the last few weeks. It seems like the enthusiasm is there for Donald Trump, more for his supporters, whereas on the Biden side, it's not so enthusiastic for former Vice President Biden. It seems like it's more negative Trump. So I'm not sure how well that's going to translate actually in the voting booth. But it's going to be a Donnybrook. I hope that we'll have a really constructive debate on Wednesday and we can move on for this, because it seems like the president's going to be out of hot water as far as virus is concerned. Looks like he's getting better, and he'll get back to work even though he can't campaign as we like to do in a normal election year.
All right. What an interesting year it has been, Mike. I don't think any of us could have predicted this, that is for sure. State Senate President Mike Haridopolos, formerly, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
My pleasure, Amy. Be safe. Thanks for your time, as always.
You too. All right. Of course, keep it right here on Good Day Orlando. We're going to have continuing coverage on the president's condition. We'll monitor the feeds from Washington. We'll take you there live if and when the president does return to the White House. We're hearing from Mark Meadows that it might be later today. So we will, of course, keep you up to date on that as soon as we get the information.